Hey, we're back again. Still working on the XC. Hey, it's John from OGS, back with another episode. We're still working on the XE. We're trying to get it ready for primer. Last episode I did a little bit of panel beating, which you guys enjoyed, so let's get this thing ready. Yeah, just heating it up a little bit so I can then grab my panel remover, just hook in there. After that, you just grab your pliers, just grab it. And like you can rip it off without heat. It's just a little bit easier, it just comes off a little bit easier. The adhesive sort of sticks to this a little bit. Some cars though, I do find there's heaps of adhesion there. I mean, this is sort of just coming off by itself. I mean, that was hardly on, so for that one you didn't really need any heat. There's a little bit of glue that's stuck on there, but a bit of wax and grease remover should remove most of that. Just going to remove the mud flaps now. The screws are pretty rusty, so I might get a bit of WD-40 on it. Just let it penetrate for a few minutes. I am looking for one more of these mud flaps because I'm missing one since we want to go back to OEM. So if you've got one of these style, which have the Ford writing there, let me know. I'll gladly give you $5 for it. Okay, so we're going to be standing up here. So what I want to do is I actually want to take this off because I need to replace the rubber anyway. So it just pops up from this side here. There it is there. I'm trying my best not to ruin it like I ruin everything else. So you can see here now that's given access to there, so I can stand all the way up here, and that's going to be hidden, but for peace of mind, and I can clean all that glass there. So I'll just pop off all of these just nice and gently, and I'll just lay them out according to the car. So this is the rear left. These get quite brittle as well, but I'll just try to keep everything together. The problem is with all this sort of stuff, people have had it played before. So there's actually a screw that holds the chrome trim down, but of course the screw's completely I can't even get my screwdriver to turn it at all. So it's the little things that you fight with like these old cars, it's just a little bit frustrating. You might be at that last bolt and can't get it out sort of thing, and it turns a 5-minute job into an hour job. But anyway. Hey, I thought I'd just go through what I'm doing at the moment before I get too far and not take any footage of what I'm doing. So I've gotten rid of that chrome strip in the boot because we're going to sand it. Obviously it was in the way, and obviously we've got these parts around here and these parts around here. So you can see that long strip there, which is going to get cleaned up by yours truly. So that's all gone there, so that's ready. So when we're going to sand it, we'll take out the light and take out the bumpers. Okay, here's where I'm at the moment. Basically, I've removed the door trim to reveal there's a screw right there. I'm not quite sure whether you can see it, it's just there. And that's going to allow me to take off the assembly there. There was 2 screws up the top, one in there, and there was a plastic piece that was covering that. To access this part here, I just basically undid the window winder, and there was 3 bolts here, but there was actually only 1, 2 were missing. So I've popped it up, and you can see that I've just hung the door trim here. It needs a good clean, but it looks pretty good. Then I've popped off this plastic piece, which is this thing right here. So that was sitting just in there, and that just, you wiggle it that way and you move that way there, and then that comes out this way. So let's keep going. What I've realized is there's another screw there, and there's actually screws going that way in there. So I found an easier way. What I've done is I've popped off the plastic part on the end of the chrome trim. You'll see what I mean. You can sort of see it there, maybe not. I can show you on this side. There's a plastic piece there, and so I've popped that off on the other side, and I should be able to just slide it right out like so. How's that? You beauty. Now, with all X series that have chrome, you know, you've always got this bit here that's blackened, but this is, I believe, is probably just paint. That's just the blackout, because the chrome trims are actually all blacked out on the XE. They weren't kidding when they said that these door handles are shit. There's a striker there. You can see that that it's been worn away into a little nub, because it hits this little bit here. You can see there. So when you're heaving on it, you go bang, 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 and it just wears it away into it's nothing, and that's why it gets super, super loose. Only 3 more to do. Oh no! I swear that was not me. Oh, that sucks. Man. Damn it. That's not good. Maybe it's salvageable. I don't know. That really does suck. Bugger. Looks alright from the outside. Maybe we could just leave it as is and hang it up. Nah, that won't hang. Alright, another door handle. Here we go. Alright, that one was way easier. 2 bolts, 1 and then 2 over there. And then what I did was I slipped out the mechanism through the hole this side, and you can see that it's very hard to see, but that little sort of rail, that wire, it's got like a sort of a 90 degree and then 90 degree upwards. So you just slide it over that and then Bob's your uncle. Woo. All right, this one's not broken, thank God for that. So always got to give it a bit of a slap and a tickle. All right, we're up to the trims. These are always the most tricky things to get off without damaging them. I mean, look, it's not in bad condition. The trick with all this stuff is you don't go from the top, you always go from the bottom, and you go, you know, just a little bit there, and then eventually it will come off. It's one of those ones where you've got to practice a little bit of patience, which obviously I'm not very good at, but let's give it a bit of a go. So you can see that sort of like coming off a little bit there. I don't know whether you can slide it. Let me have a bit of a go at it. So what I did was I just leveraged it from here and down the bottom. A few times along, it's popped straight off. Minimal damage, which I'm happy about. You have to pop this off to gain access to these screws to take off this piece here to do this piece properly. Now this piece here is plastic, so when you sand it, you gotta make sure that you don't leave huge gouge marks in all this sort of stuff here. How do I know this? Well, let's just say I've got a bit of experience. Sounded nasty, but hey, she's all good. It's that top bit that you don't want to ruin over here. You just want to just pop it from underneath. There's a little bit there that I've sort of bent. It's nothing to write home about though. Okay, we're up to this piece here. So I've unscrewed it. There's 4 screws along here, and then you just slide it out. So there's a piece that slides in, it all slides in together. All you do is just pop it straight off. And there it is there. You can see there's some rust under here. It's not that bad as what, it is kind of bad, but it hasn't gone through. But hey, let's attend to it while we're here. We can put a bit of primer in there, and then, you know, if we are doing the jams, which I haven't decided whether we are or not, it's something that we can just blow a little bit of color in here. Okay, we're up to this thing here. I've started to pull it off a little bit here. It's causing me a little bit of grief, but I'm just going from underneath and just taking my time with it. You know, this thing hasn't been taken off probably ever, so I'm just trying my best not to ruin it. Wish me luck. All right, boys, we got there. Didn't go from the top, so the top is very nice. I was umming and ahhing about taking this piece off, but I'm glad I did, because you can see here it's actually quite dusty, and inside that gutter rail, you know, there's a few leaves there. So look, we'll attend to that while we're having a bit of a play. All right, so we've done some body work. We've basically pulled off all the bits and pieces that we don't need for the XE. I've got some sanding to do. I want to get this thing in primer, and then after that we'll do a little bit of filler work, and as I said, then high fill, shape it all up, base coat, clear coat it, and you should be right, sort of thing. Anyway, we've been spending all of our time on Oz General Store, the actual retail location. Come in, I'll just give you a quick little sneak peek of what we're working on. All right, so we're stocked. It's to the brim, it's completely full, it's unbelievable, you know, how much work it's actually taken to open it. We would have been open way sooner, but, you know, COVID hit and all that jazz, so we've been online only, and this used to be our distribution center, but we basically have everything you need for your car, all of the spraying equipment. You can check out Penrite oil and all that jazz, sandpaper galore, fiberglass, and of course we're going to be utilizing some of these products here in terms of the primer. So I'm going to grab a few bits and pieces. I see some polyester spray filler, which we might have a bit of a look at, maybe some HS primer. So I'm going to choose a few of these products, and I'm actually going to give it a test and see whether it works. Thanks for checking out the video today, guys. Appreciate it. As always, comment, like and subscribe. Take it easy.